Hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, we're dropping from Konya village and we're going to go over those rooftops straight down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. You may notice if you look at the roads, we've had a bit of rain, by the way. In fact, we had absolutely torrential rain. But now the sun has come back out to play. So I thought we'll drive down straight through the metropolis of Paphos on the ring road, past McDonald's, over the former Debenhams roundabout, and drop down to downtown Kato, Paphos, just to see what's going on. And I wouldn't be surprised there's one or two people walking along the promenade and in the harbour area, enjoying the beauty and the spectacality of the blueness and of course the sun that is glistening upon it. So sit back and relax, kick off the flip-flops, perhaps pour yourself a tot or two if your name's Lord Nigel or the big guns. Lady, oh so sweet Caroline, get your bottom on a memory foam pillow, because as normal the roads are absolutely Sherlock Holmes. If you're new to the channel and you're wondering what does Sherlock Holmes mean, well, it means S-H-I-T. And when the roads get really bad, we go past Charles Dickens and all the way into Geoffrey Chaucer in English, because the roads in Paphos, to be honest, are absolutely diabolical. Drop in the comments, what's the roads like in your neck of the woods? Perhaps if you're in downtown Krakow and your name is Lady Anna Starr, drop in the comments. Dr. Thomas, let us know, how bad are the roads? Sir Bart, when you're not busy spinning those wheels on that Audi Quattro, let us know, what's the roads like in downtown Krakow? We know we've got a lot of traffic lights there, but luckily for you, I'm going to send Lady Andrea over, and of course her peacock's going to come with us, Sir Mart's, and they'll be flicking those red lights to green, especially for you. Big shout out to some of the stars who like to watch the show now and again. If you're in downtown Hartlepool, and of course your name's Dayman, the #1, very Calimera to you. If you're in downtown Shropshire and perhaps your name's Lord Andy and there's a Lady Ness in your life, a very Calimera to you. And of course if you're in Yorkshire and your name's Miss Enid, a very good morning to you and to your daughter Miss Alison. And hopefully you'll come back to Paphos again next year and we'll get to dance the Chuchuchka down the downtown Kato Paphos promenade and perhaps into the harbour area, and perhaps, well, get a photo opportunity with Coco the Pelican at the Pelican restaurant, because she's the biggest star in the whole of Paphos. But one thing's for sure, the weather has turned. Early in the morning, as I said, we are having torrential rain, and I mean really, it was raining cats, dogs and pelicans. But now, well, the sun has come back out and the blueness has returned. There's one or two rain clouds up there we can see, but to be honest, it looks rather beautiful, doesn't it? So keep your fingers crossed for Paphos, especially if you're in Paphos. You know, perhaps if your name's Miss Julie and there's a Billy the Kid in your life and you're booked into the Paphos Gardens Resort, yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed, because they'll be whizzing around the harbour area and probably at this moment in time tucking into a pint or two. Thank you very much for those coffees. We appreciate it from the bottom of our two hearts. And on that note, if you do like what you see, perhaps you could consider to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a single penny, by the way. If you want to keep the channel afloat, all you have to do is hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, like Julie and Billy the Kid did, and of course they gifted us a couple of coffees, and we thank you very much indeed. You can also choose to become a superstar member, get yourself a special title, get yourself birthday shout outs, anniversary shout outs. I'll even call you Cat in if that's what you want. Drop it in the comments. What does it cost you? €10 a month, that's all it is, and you can again complete that transaction on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. And we thank many of those superstars over and over again. If your name is Sir Lee, there's a honeymoon girl still in your life called Lady Vicky, and of course a Calimera to your daughter who likes to tune in now and again, Princess Layla. Hopefully you're keeping well in downtown South Wales. There's another princess in down South Wales, and she's got a mum called Lady Anne Marie. Her dad calls Sir Michael. So very good morning to Princess Kaylee. missing you like crazy, and our birthday's getting closer, isn't it? Oh yes, Christmas is here, and then we'll be opening presents again very, very soon indeed. 25th of February, Kaylee, is coming very, very quickly indeed. Where are we now? Well, that's the former Debenhams on the left-hand side. So this is referred to as the Debenhams roundabout, but not for much longer, because rumour has it that they're going to build Big Jumbo. What's Jumbo, you're wondering? Well, Jumbo is a giant superstore that sells things cheap. It goes over to China and buys loads and loads of things, obviously. Perhaps they're buying them off a man called Johnny, who's got a girl in his life. Yes, we had the great, great pleasure last night of going to dinner with. So very, very good morning to Sir Johnny and, of course, Lady Lana. And we had a great, great time in the Tbilisi Taverna. And Johnny's bought himself a new toy. Yes, an expensive new toy, and he'll be whizzing around Paphos in it. And now and again, you never know, we might even see him, but we won't be able to catch up with him. I wonder if he'll allow Leo the dog to go into his new car. I wonder. Porsche Macan GTS. Oh my goodness, what a beast. Anyway, let's keep going. We're going to go through central Paphos, and then we're going to drop down towards the harbour area. And I promise you, don't click off just yet. You are going to get a spectacality of a view indeed. Look at that, that's an X3 in front. I'm in an X3, if you're curious to know. That's the older one, isn't it? That's Mark 1 X3. I'm in a Mark 2 X3, and it looks as though there's been a car accident or someone's broken down. Stalled, I think. Right, now we're going. Look at these things now, these grey things. Those are these cameras that are going to take pictures of us if we go through on amber. Yes, it's finally come to Paphos, so you never know, a little bit of sensibility might come to Paphos as well. I don't think for a few months it will. People will continue to drive as they used to drive, and of course once they realise they've got to infringe their credit card a few times, they might calm down a little bit. You never know. Eurobank, if you want some money, that's on the left hand side. Perhaps I'll pop in there with a gun and a balaclava a little bit later. That's Coffee Lab coffee shop there, and then that's the Atlantic Insurance building on the left hand side. If you're an expat perhaps and you want insurance for your car or your house or your boat, or perhaps you've got an aeroplane, I don't know, but they'll do it for you, and health insurance and all those things as well. VCM Motors coming up on the right hand side. If you want a high quality luxury second hand car, that's where you would go. Now, as we keep going down here now, we're in the main area of the municipality. And that was a Gumbaru there, you see him? In the silver Ford Focus. That was one of the Gumbarus in blue, although today he's in a silver car. So if you're not a naughty boy, he won't bother you. If you're a naughty boy, he'll come and get you. He may beat you, and he may even shoot you. Now, this is the main municipality area, so a lot of government buildings around here. And that car in front, if you're curious, got a funny registration plate, isn't it? That's the Bishop's car. So he's not in the car because he's not sitting in the passenger seat. So that's his driver, who is moseying on down, perhaps going to go and get him a frappe or something. And I'm wondering, is that the mayor's new car, that van? No, because that's where he normally parks in his brand new black Mercedes. I tell you, it's not bad being a politician, isn't it? Especially when the car gets bought for you by the municipality. But to be honest, Fedonis, the mayor of Paphos, he's a very, very good man indeed. He's got some great ideas for Paphos, and he's dragging Paphos into the 23rd century. Yes, the 21st century was not good enough for him. So he's taking Paphos leaps and bounds. This area here, if you look carefully, you'll notice most of it's almost finished. There's a new park area on the left. This road's been tarmacked, had a wash this morning because of course of the rains. New pavements going in, and these new metal posts, see? There to stop us parking on the pavements. Some of his ideas are not quite so good because, you know, I'd like to be able to park on the pavement, especially a bit further down this road, because if your name's Sir Martin, and of course there's a girl in your life called Lady Victoria, and you like a cigar or two. Last night he sent me a picture. He was in his man cave tonking on a massive Churchill cigar. He said it was -4 degrees, but well, he looked like a very, very happy man indeed. I've got a feeling that Lord Derek Scully will be popping over to see him at Christmas, because they've got a bit of a cigar fetish or two. And you never know, Sir Bernie, he might come down and do a bit of lardy-darring as well, and I'm sure he'll bring Lady Jan. That's the Habanas cigar shop on the left-hand side. When Martin arrives, guess where we're taking him? There, because he wants to choose some of the greatest cigars in Paphos. And there are two other specialist tobacconist shops in Paphos that sell cigars. And one of these days, if I can get them to say yes, I'll go and make a video especially for you. Now, this is the main road that takes us down towards the downtown Kato Paphos Mall. What else is on this road? Well, expensive clothes shops on either side of us now. If you've got a couple of bob and you want a label on your t-shirt, that's where you would go. Alpha Mega, perhaps if you want to top up the fridge, that's on the left hand side. And the new Beirut University is being rapidly built just before it. So if you want to get some education in your life, perhaps that could be that special place for you. Now, stick with us, because we're going to go straight over that roundabout in front of us, which means that the Paphos Mall is on the right hand side, and it means that the Begonia Garden Centre is on the left hand side. And you don't just have to buy plants in there, you can buy a coffee as well. And it's quite a good coffee shop, and it's got quite a good car park, as you can see. There we are, red lights again. Everywhere you go in the world, the lights are always on red. They never seem to be on green, do they? And that's because there's a girl in downtown Norwich that doesn't want to switch them to green. Lady Andrea, come on, wake up. Get these lights to green for us, and stop playing with that peacock. That's what I say. We're going to go straight over, and we're going under this strange structure which is known as the Paphos Skywalk. I'm not going to say it's the greatest event in the world, but if you are in downtown Kato Paphos, at the moment it's free. Rumours are around that they're going to put turnstiles and start charging, so why not get yourself onto it? You get a great view, you get some fresher air, obviously, because you're that little bit higher, and you can look up into the old town or back down towards the blue Mediterranean Sea. Wait for it now, because we're on our final descent down to the Kato Paphos Harbour, and you are going to get a spectacality of a view indeed, straight out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. So don't click off just yet. What else have we got? Well, on this street, if you want to buy a property, there's more property sellers on this street than any other street in the world. So if you fancy that apartment or a villa, could be up in the hills, could be on the cusp of that blueness, this could be that place for you. Now, there's two superstars living in downtown Nice. If your name's Mr. Analdo and you've got a beauty in your life called Lady Sylvie, yep, she's had a title because I like her a lot. Bonsoir is what I say to you. And of course, they'll be relocating to Paphos in the new year. And well, we had a great time in the Paphos Harbour with them and had a great meal. And we will be going to the Pelican restaurant again. And this time, the treat will be on me. As you see, the policeman was waving. That's Andros. He's a superstar of policemen. He's one of the new recruits. He's around about 27, 28. And I got a feeling he's going to raise right through the ranks, right up to the top. So I'll keep him very close indeed. You never know. He could be the future chief of police. And so far, he hasn't beaten me, which is always a good sign, isn't it? Here we are. We're in downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. I'm going to take you to the rear of the restaurants, and you're going to get a great view out past the Paphos Castle, over the brand new sunset viewing point, and out into the blueness and the abyss of that little thing called the blue Mediterranean Sea. So wait for it, and I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back for a little bit more of Mr. Paul's complete and utter madness. Some improvements here, as you can see, a brand new pavement, new lights, so we'll be able to make nighttime videos along here, and then concrete pillars to make sure that we can't run you over. There you go. Feast your eyes and digest. That is the beauty and the spectacality of the blue Mediterranean Sea.